If you haven't seen the leaks or read the official release, Marvel is killing off Miss Marvel for 20 minutes. And oh boy, you can tell that fans are taking issues with it, me included. So let me get this straight, you're killing off Miss Marvel in Amazing Spider-Man. Not Miles Morales' Spider-Man. Why is this relevant? It's not like Miles and Kamala have a friendship or were on a team together or anything. The Fantastic Four? I've yet to find any interactions between Kamala and the Fantastic Four. Paul and Mary Jane? Don't recall at all. Harry Osborn? We'll get to that later. This cover at least has people I can recall her interacting with, like Captain Marvel, Iron Man, and Wolverine, but me ranting about the character covers isn't what you're here for. No, you're here for me to rant about how bad of an idea this is. 1. Peter barely interacts with Kamala. I refer you to prior remarks about Miles Morales. 2. Death is meaningless in comics. The only people who stay dead in comics are Uncle Ben, Jason Todd, and Bucky Barnes. Hi Jason, hi Bucky. Let's face it, the only true death in comics is the white void of irrelevancy. That's where Kai Kawade is sitting right now. Number 3, they pulled this stunt before. Remember when they killed off Doctor Strange right before Multiverse of Madness, and he eventually came back from the dead, aforementioned number 2 points? You seriously expect fans to believe that Kamala is dead when The Marvels is coming out, where she's one of the main characters? Good luck. They're killing Kamala Khan in this book of all books. She is not a main character at all. The main characters in this book are this idiot Paul, Spider-Man, Mary Jane, and Black Cat. Who, on Earth and underneath the Earth, thought Kamala Khan would be the one to die in this book of all places? Her only claim to relevancy in this book is as Harry Osborn's intern, a background role. I'd call her a sacrificial lamb, but the most famous sacrificial lamb required being a main character. This isn't a sacrificial lamb. This is a sacrificial cardboard cutout of a lamb. The book is unwilling to sacrifice the actual lambs in this story, the characters depicted right here, and hoped that God wouldn't notice a cardboard cutout of a lamb rather than an actual lamb. Of course, let's address the fan concerns about what they're going to do with Kamala in the future. Many fans speculate that this is going to be a method of MCU synergy, where Kamala has light powers and is a mutant. They believe, the fans that is, that they're going to put her on Krakoa, put her through the resurrection protocols, and she'll emerge as a mutant with light powers, just to make her match her MCU counterpart. And this isn't an unfounded fear either. Guardians of the Galaxy was altered to be a bit more like their MCU counterparts, and that awful Civil War book came out around the same time as Captain America Civil War. Look, Marvel, if you want synergy that isn't jarring or clashing with pre-existing lore and storylines, put out a bunch of chapters of a single story, and then start putting out animated content of that story. My overarching issue is number 4 in this. I'm aware that death in Marvel Comics and DC Comics is cheap, but you need to tell the story well, and they are unwilling to do even the bare minimum of telling the story well. The book is unwilling to sacrifice any of the lambs it raised, and resorted to sacrificing a cardboard cutout lamb of irrelevancy. The end result cements the fundamental flaw of all superhero comic storytelling when it comes to character deaths. They do not care for building a tragedy around a fallen character. They are willing to coast by on name value alone for shock value. This, coupled with the impermanence of death in comics, my friends, is why the era of tragic comic deaths is long gone. If you liked this rant, please consider supporting the channel. Goodbye.